life is a coaching consultant company that helps people manage their careers using astrology. Astrology is a holistic process that allows us to help people align with what they are passionate about, provide the tools to build your personal development and live your best life. The Way of Life Coaching Consulting Company. Reading more coaching call me free at 781-602-0986. 781-602-0986. Our website, www.thewayoflife.net. That's www.awayoflyfe.net. The Way of Life is a coaching consultant company to live your best life.
Peace, family. Welcome, my Saggies, to your November horoscope. I hope you are doing well. This lovely Sunday, I'm recording this October 3rd on a Sunday. Your spirits are going to be uplifted at this time. The stars are shining on you over the next few months. You will feel better physically, emotionally, and mentally, because your planet has been in retrograde since March. And when a planet that is a benefic planet that rules luck, happiness, and jovial energy goes retrograde, well, you feel that on a pretty massive scale. And so when your planet goes direct this month, you are going to be filled with joy and energy. So it's go time this month because all planets are going to be moving direct. It's a great time for launches, big decisions, agreements, investments, moves, planning, and new projects. And then we have Venus that will start its shadow phase November 18th. I'm sorry, I'm getting some background noise from outside of my window and it just threw me off track. So Venus starts its shadow phase November 18th, but it will actually retrograde December 19th. So it's best to deal with anything from the past, detox and decluttering, finish old projects, research, relax, and just go with the flow. If you go to my website and check out my Venus retrograde blog, you can get some ideas on the do's and don'ts during a Venus retrograde. But overall, old things are coming from the past. And we have this wonderful period between the 26th and the 30th of getting this burst of just all positive energy. I think it's like 9 positive aspects between this period of time. And so I'm never the one to tell anybody to don't do certain things just because it's a retrograde. But the reason I try to get these out as early as possible and just to warn people or to help people be more aware of the things that could be going on is just to know, right? So you get some really great stuff coming in, but you might have to redo those things, or there could be issues, blockages, you know, the little technical difficulties, right? Things of that nature could come up, and that's why, just so that it makes sense, right? Just so that you know, so that you're aware. So check out the blog, family. It'll give you a lot more information. And you'll also have Venus in your sign starting the 7th of this month. So be looking out for that video where I'm going to break down what you can expect to see from that as well. And because of that, not just because of that, but October and November are relationship sign seasons. So you may have been focusing on relationships and your personal relationships. And that will continue throughout these next few months, especially with Venus being in your sign. And so you might even be able to wrap up some things with your planet going direct from all the way back until January, which I think is really, really beautiful. Okay. Every 6 months, we have an eclipse cycle. Now we're ending the cycle that had to do with how we gather information, how we share information, education systems, working from home and mobility, um, teaching and learning, starting a course or getting a job. This also rules immigration and travel, which you can see those themes closing out at the end of December. And so you'll be healing and going to a new level in all of these themes. Your work, and or you may even becoming a teacher yourself. So again, my Saggy, super, super positive energy here. I think this is going to be wicked cool for you guys for the next 3 months. And I look forward to hearing all the great things you got going on. All right. And so then we'll be starting a new eclipse cycle around finances, self-sufficiency, environmental topics, sustainability, food, the redistribution of wealth, and shared resources. The last time we had this eclipse season was back in 2012 through 2014. And so a lot of those themes could be coming to a close, or you have the continuation to evolve within whatever it was you was working on when these things were happening for you. So the beautiful thing about eclipses is that the way I'm looking at it now is that you have this opportunity to evolve within your generational healing. What curses are you letting go of working through? It gives you more pieces to your generational bloodline, your storyline. And that's kind of another way you can think of these eclipse cycles. So the eclipses are ruled by the nodes in your birth chart. So the South node are the skills and knowledge that you were born here with, and the skills and knowledge that you learn from the time you were born to about age 30, 35. And what you can see is more, how are you playing out in your generational story, your bloodline? What are you adding to it? What are you bringing down from generation to generation? What are you changing within your generational bloodline? What are you growing in your generational bloodline and understanding differently, right? And then you have the outside transiting nodes playing a really big role. And how is your story connecting with the global effects that these transits have on the world? And how do you kind of mix between the two, right? And so then you have the North Node, which is your purpose, your mission in this lifetime, and what it is that you are really meant to do here. And you're learning more of that throughout this time between ages 35 to 42. You're just trying on different things. What works? What doesn't? What do I really want? What do I like? What do I don't like? All these kind of storylines playing out between that period of time. And then you are mastering that between the ages 42 to 48. And so, I feel like these cycles are just a really great way to track that process in your life. And so, with that being said, family, if you want to join my Cosmic Connection group, you can go to my website and become a member. You'll get over 200 horoscopes written by me, as well as all of the eclipse cycles from the previous eclipse cycle that you can read up on, again, to just gather information, right? As a Gemini, this is how I learned. So I have this process where you can gather information from the past to see how this has been playing out for you. Are you in alignment? Are there some things that you could have learned that you could do, that you could add, and just really enjoy the process of tracking your generational changes throughout your life? And so if you want your own personal horoscope, Again, you can do the Cosmic Connection group, but I am going to give you some tidbits here, family. So now, the way our horoscopes are set up are ran between 3 decans. You have your early, middle, and late degree decans. It's broken up into 30 degrees because each house equals out to 30 degrees. So depending on where and at what point this degree is happening for each sign will depend on where and how you experience this at any given time. And what I have done for everybody is I have broken that down. And so if you're an avid horoscope reader, you might find this to be, you read a horoscope and it's either already happened, right on point, or you see it months down the line. And it's because of those 3 decans, right? And most people who write horoscopes usually start right with the middle. So your early degree people are the cusp people, right? They're the people who change the sign from the previous sign up until the first of the month. And then you have the 1st to the 10th of the month. Those are your middle degree people. And then your late degree are from the 10th to the 20th of every month. Right. And so, and so, again, family, I have broken that down for each sign here. And so for the early degree people, you'll be experiencing this in the 6th house, which is the house of Virgo. So you can do any research on Virgo themes and characteristics, and that'll give you what you can be expecting at this time. And for my middle and late degree Saggies, you'll be having this in the 5th house. Oh, that's a really good house. Which is the house of Leo. And you can do any research on Leo characteristics and themes that will give you more information of what you can expect for you at this time. Again, family, I hope this information was helpful. Peace.